Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
Right.
All right. So what other groups do we categories do we have?
Fight of the year.
The last and final category, casual. Take it away.
Well, for me, fight of the year, like what it means. Like, I like knockouts. I love exciting rounds, the back and forth, the comeback from the knockdown, the win, the lose, or the draw. The fans loved it. There's all this excitement. You know, those all constitute parts of a fight of the year. And my fight of 2017 was Badou Jack versus James DeGale. You know, that was, even though it was a draw, there was a hell of a back and forth moment. And it could be because I went to the actual media workout and was excited about both, but didn't pick anyone and wasn't expecting much and pulled out a scorecard to score it. And it was one of those like, damn, who do I give that round to? Not even expecting this kind of excitement. This was an electrifying atmosphere. Like Ness said about the AJs, they had the sparkles, everything, the bottle service, just meaning like the, you know, the entertainment. So that's my number one. Number two would be Carl Frampton versus Leo Santa Cruz, another back and forth fight. And I'm talking about the rematch that had Vegas on fire. You know, you see the press conferences, the streets were lit up. I'm sure there was marching band for both Ireland and Mexico. And my number three was Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman. Another tough fight, back and forth, back and forth. A lot of people expected Danny Garcia to be easy, but you know, if you rewatch the fight, you see a lot of countering back from Danny Garcia. Exciting, electrifying, everything that you need to get your dose of boxing. Those are my number three, 1, 2, and 3. So Carl Frampton, Leo, Danny, Thurman, James DeGale, Badou Jack, number 1.
You know, I spoke to Matt and I said I wanted to say Keith and Danny.
I know.
But I felt like it wasn't as tight. You know, like I know what you mean about watching it back. You can go back. I remember sending Keith the link and his trainer. There are tapes out there where people slowed it down. You can go back, and Danny does do some countering, but it's like for every one, Keith landed 2, you know. But then AJ and Wladimir, that jumped into my head, and I'm like, yeah, that was a fight, you know. That was a fight. I was like, whoa, this is some shit. I remember me and Matt doing that one live, and I was like a fucking kid in a candy store with the screams and the excitement.
Yeah, I was there too.
But, man, Canelo Triple G. I think it's something about the best facing the best, or, you know, the top of the division mixing it up. It was something about Triple G and the fear that he brought into the ring, and then watching Canelo. See, you know, people, it really depends how you scored that fight. And I was one of those that thought Canelo did enough. And I was just so impressed with Canelo. I mean, I still am. He just looked so soulful, so much rhythm. It was insane. I definitely see how people are like, yo, he fights in spurts, because he did, you know, kind of stop and edge Triple G on. But that also entertained me because, again, Triple G had this fear of being a Terminator, you know. So that was just dope, man. Shout out to Andre Diakonu, man, for the New Year's love. He says, fight of the year for me is Joshua versus Klitschko, since I was at Wembley live to see it. Happy New Year Happy New Year to yourself. Damn, that's amazing. He was there. That was dope. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. We truly appreciate that. So Matt, because you know I drift off, just make sure I touched on my 3 there. What's the list say?
Your list said, hold on.
I know. Then I probably had Loma and Rigo in there too, right?
Yeah, you definitely didn't. There's one
the fight of the year. That was really no competition in my eyes.
Well, it's about competition.
Well,
what was my number 1, Matt?
Number 1 was AJ Klitschko.
Oh, okay.
That's a good number one.
That thing, it was an event, man. It was an event. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. We should have gave Eddie an award.
I didn't want to pick AJ twice. That's why I didn't go there.
Nah. Some of these guys, you know, they were so close in what they did that
you earn it, you earn it, man.
You're right.
You know, Badu Jack and James DeGale, fight of the year.
What do you mean?
I can tell you why. Look at James DeGale now.
Now though, and we don't know that if that Badu Jack, that's a Badu Jack residue.
You're right, but still, he's declined. That it's just like, you know,
like caught him on his way out or something.
I think it's more of the time since that fight. That was like January, like
that 3rd. Was January, yeah.
That was first fight card of the year, I believe. So to me, it's just really lost in my memory almost. But my top 3 are, what is it? AJ Klitschko. Where is it? AJ Klitschko, Canelo Triple G, and Emmanuel Alim versus Ivan Heatrov.
Oh my God, you want to be a hipster so bad.
Hipster.
Come on. Yo, they got like a 3 on the scoreline.
Yo, that's like a knockout of the Garcia. Yo, that's like a knockout of the year candidate, not fight of the year.
Alim was knocked down the first round. They came back and knocked out Heatrov, man. Come on. There was no knockdowns in Thurman Garcia.
How many people?
That was one of the most anticlimactic unification fights.
No,
how many people saw that fight?
It was still a belt was on the line.
It was boring. It was Thurman Garcia.
Look,
great.
My top. Well, what was your second one?
My second one's Canelo Triple G.
Canelo Triple G. All right, and what's the third one?
Alim versus Heatrov.
Why Alim versus Heatrov?
Do you even remember that fight, or did you watch it?
Nah, I probably watched it. Don't remember.
I would go back and watch it.
You sure you don't have Cyborg on your list?
Go back and watch that fight. Hey, if anyone, I know I have casuals on the panel that either did not watch the fight or don't remember the fight.
I didn't watch it.
Honestly, Matt, it's probably a hell of a fight, but I guess I got to go back and watch it. But I agree with you, Ness and Kaz. Did you pick fight?
Yeah, I picked.
What you pick?
Damn, I got to go back to my list. I picked Badu Jack
and DeGale.
Yeah, and Carl Frampton versus Leo Santa Cruz, Danny Garcia versus Thurman.
So Leo Santa Cruz 2.
Yep, 2. Badu Jack 1. Danny Garcia 3.
Well, damn, I picked Anthony Joshua, man, and versus Klitschko. Based off, that there was a lot on the line. There was a transition sort of like, of this heavyweight, royalty and shit, over to Anthony Joshua as the new king of the heavyweights. It was a hell of a turnout, did good numbers.
Frank Boone on 2.0.
Serious. So yeah, I picked Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko for number 2. Canelo versus Triple G was my number 2. It was so much that TBV did in this event, and it was a hell of a fight. We got a hell of a view of the fight. There was so much questions and people. Some people mad. Some people already saying when's the rematch. So it was a great event. It was a hell of a fight because like Ness mentioned, we got to see Canelo's like smooth style of boxing, which I probably knocked it on the show because I didn't like it that he did it too much, but he definitely showed his boxing skills, and Triple G showed that he does what he does no matter who or what levels the opponent is in front of him. He just walks you down, and he got a hell of a chin. Number 3, I had Danny versus Keith Thurman, and same thing. I think it was an action fight. They both had a lot to lose, a lot to gain, and I think for the most part, even though there wasn't no knockdowns, man, it had action.
I mean, if you compare it to, let's say, a real fight of the year in Thurman Porter,
yeah, definitely. I
would vastly different type of fight of the years.
Yeah.
Chocolate quick, just want to give some recognition and love back at Eric Cruz, who is on his way to church and sent his last super chat of the year, and he sends us a Happy New Year's as he goes to praise Jesus into the new. That's right. Shout out to Eric Cruz, man. He's been a big supporter. He actually, I I think he said he'll see us in Vegas. So once we get the green light on doing Canelo Triple G 2 for Chivas, we'll turn that into our own little TBV appreciation night because we'll have
But he also see us in Los Angeles.
of course. Of
Okay.
course. Outside of that, though,
All right.
that's 2 weeks away.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
But very quickly, before we get into that, Ness, come on, let me get off the topic. Fight of the year. Anthony Joshua versus Wladimir Klitschko is the winner. And by far the winner. Canelo Triple G was the second place runner-up. And Danny Thurman slightly got in there in the top 3 because of some, bias picking over here.
Oh, shit.
The panel.
Who was it against?
I
What?
ain't put him on there. That must have been casual.
That was Kaj and Doomy, both putting Garcia Thurman for fight of the year.
So what did you have on there? Number 3, I missed it. The one we don't know, the Truax and who Cyborg?
That's not
That's some wild names on there.
casual. It's funny they try to make jokes. Come on. Casual. It's funny they try to make jokes about not knowing boxing when you're on a boxing podcast.
I know marquee fights. You know what I'm saying? I know,
That's
I know Barclay Center, Madison Square.
I don't know who these guys are. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I don't know who these guys are. Like that's what
All right, so let's final it all up. Let's hear who won.
I already said. I just said it. Anthony
No.
Let's go.
Okay. And the fighter of the year was Anthony Joshua, right? Or was it Terrence Crawford?
Terrence Crawford with Anthony Joshua and the slight runner-up. Upset of the year was Saddam Ali over Miguel Cotto.
Right.
And moment of the year was Mayweather McGregor.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
No other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.